So the first one is defining the price elasticity. Price elasticity refers to responsiveness or sensitivity, the quantity demand or supply of a good or service to a change in its price. So it's measure how much the quantity demand or supply will change in the response to price change. There are two main types of price elasticity. The first one is price elasticity of demand, and the second one is price elasticity of supply. So next is the formulas to determine the price elasticity of demand. It is given by the percentage change in the quantity demand of the commodity divided by the percentage change in its price, holding constant all the other variables in the demand function. So here are the formulas for the point price elasticity of demand, linear function, and arc price. So based on the curve, a linear demand curve is price elastic, that is AP more than 1, and then above its geometric midpoint. And for unitary elastic, it is midpoint, that is EP equal 1, and is inelastic, that is EP less than 1. It's below the midpoint. So for a decline in the price, total revenue increase if demand is elastic, remains unchanged if demand is unitary elastic, and decline if demand inelastic. So the elasticity of demand is greater the more and better are substitutes available for the commodity, and the greater is the length of time allowed for the quantity respond by consumers to the price change.
Okay, as we can see from the table for 3, estimate short run and long run for the price elasticity of demand for selected commodities. The highest value is for beer and the cheese, and the highest value for the long run is for clothing and also beer. What is the difference of long run and short run? Long run is the period of time which the quantity of least what we input is fixed and the other quantity and the other inputs is a variable. But for the long run, all variable is varied. And also there is no fixed time between the short run and the long run. That is maybe for the long run is more than 1 years and the short run is less than 1 years. In elastic and elastic, what is the difference? Elastic is the percentage change in quantity is greater than 1, and the inelastic is the price percentage change in quantity is less than 1, which is some goods can be say it elastic if the substitute is much, but the goods cannot be or said is was inelastic if the substitute is not much.
As shown in this slide, these three countries have varying values of gasoline price elasticity. It was found that all the values of price elasticity in gasoline are considered inelastic, as all three of the countries possess price elasticity values below 1, with the United States being the most elastic in both short run and long run, while Australia is the least elastic in its short run and long run periods. However, Australia has the highest percentage change from short run to long run at 383% increase. There are several factors cause the gasoline price elasticity variations for these three countries. As stated in this slide, for these three countries, I would like to point out some key differences. As for the United States, it is known that the United States have widespread fuel-efficient technology, which led to more elastic price elasticity for gasoline due to varying substitutes for vehicles that consume more efficient fuel. The United States also have the most population compared to the other two, and as well as a larger proportion of light-duty vehicles and a more decentralized competitive gasoline pricing. For Australia, as being the least elastic in its gasoline pricing, lacks fuel-efficient technology, has the least population, and a more centralized, less competitive gasoline pricing in the country. As Australia also uses mostly heavy-duty vehicles, while Canada has a mix of both.
Okay, next we continue to price elasticity of commodity in F&B section. We have beer in US, cheese in UK, and wine in Canada. The factors that affect beer price elasticity are the alcohol regulation and beer market. Now, there are COVID-19 adjustments such as allowing alcohol delivery and takeout from restaurants which have been permanent for some areas. For market structure, there are two biggest players in US. There are Anheuser-Busch InBev and Molson Coors Beverage Company. For cheese section, the factors that affect price elasticity are the consumer preference and tastes, also the health trend and dietary choices in UK. Cheddar remains as the most popular cheese in UK, and some US people prefer the low-fat and reduced-sodium cheese, lactose-free cheese, or organic cheeses. In one section, the factors that affect price elasticity are the cultural and regional preference, also the alcohol regulation and taxes in Canada. Okay, we continue to the price elasticity of commodity in luxury section. Here we have clothing, tobacco products, and jewelry, and also watches. In US, the factor that the most affect the price elasticity in luxury section is the income level factor. The primary consumer of luxury clothing are the individuals in the higher income brackets. For tobacco products, use in US is more prevalent among lower income individuals, but the middle income groups also exhibit significant tobacco consumption, while high income individuals are less likely to use tobacco products. And for jewelry and watches, high income individuals are the primary consumer. The middle income consumer also contribute to the market, although their purchases may be more occasional or focused on the mid-range product.
I want to explain about price elasticity for commodity in public transportation. The first one is England. Is 35.29% of changes, and the French 90.60% of changes. And then with issues in England in the undergoing aging infrastructure, high fares compared to quality of service, and French strikes and labor disputes frequently disrupt service and need for modernization and expansions. And then the next one is the comparison of short run and long run. The short run elasticity, both countries have inelastic demand in the short run, with France being more inelastic than in England. In the long run elasticity, demand becomes more elastic over time, both for countries, with England showing higher elasticity than France. And both countries can benefit from sharing best practices in innovation or in public transportation. England could learn in France approach to fare subsidies and labor relations, in which France could adopt of some England digital integration strategies and infrastructure. The next one is household. Household in commodity in natural gas is 50% we change, and household electricity with 1,475 changes from short run to long run, with issues economic factor, climate change, and efficiency energy policy and energy transitions. Okay, in the short run electricity, for comparison, is both household electricity and household natural gas have inelastic demand, but with household electricity more inelastic. In the long run elasticity, in the long run demand both household electricity, natural gas become more elastic, both, and then with household natural gas showing slightly higher elasticity compared to household electricity, with 2.10 and then 1.89 to suggest that the consumer can adapt more significantly to price changes in natural gas over time compared to electricity. And by implementing this integration combination, both household electricity and natural gas sector to achieve greater energy efficiency, improve infrastructure reliability, and change of sustainability. Thank you.